'cause your mind's alone, and she's the only one that holds a key to your lock. Sitting at home by the phone alone, waiting for him to call you up. Sick and tired of your routines, you're willing to give it up. Metaphorically run around your mind and realize that love doesn't come around enough. Here we go. Is this for real? Here we go. I catch your smile as you walk away. Here we go. Is this for real? Here we go. I catch your smile as you walk away. Sky's all gray and it won't go away, and it's raining a storm on my mind. Like sand through the hourglass, I watch the time slip away. The paper's so cold between the fingers above the pen to page. I write down my thoughts. Collect and save, my memories crave you and your touch. Here we go. Is this for real? Here we go. I catch your smile as you walk away. Here we go. Is this for real? Here we go. I catch your smile as you walk away.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, the show is going to be starting here in the next couple of minutes, so stay tuned, because we will be going live here soon enough. Let me go and switch a song up, and then we'll go ahead and get things rocking and rolling in just a minute. Thanks, guys. Alright, so let's go ahead and pop over. Actually, give me 2 seconds here. Sorry, guys. Alright, now I'm here. Now I'm ready to rock and roll. Got my headset on. Had to go grab my my hat, my helmet, my fighting gear. How's everybody doing out there? Hopefully you guys are doing well. I will be solo casting this today, so it's going to be a bit of a stretch for me. We're going to be starting this game in about 1 minute. It's going to be Empire Brad OK against Mouse Tosh. Those are the players that are going to be starting off here today for the first matches. or for the first match anyway. It is going to be best of 3. All matches are a best of 3 as they were last time. Let me just go ahead and set everything up here and ask you guys out there in the chat, how you doing? How you feeling? How's life? How's your Friday? I hope you're glad it's Friday. I'm pretty glad it's Friday. So we got Mouse, CC, Tosh. Oh, and it looks like the countdown timer has started. So let's go ahead and get this first game on the road. Boom! All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, pros and scrubs, welcome to IMBAtv, where everything is in balance. We got the first game coming down the line right here, right now, and it looks like we're going to be out here on Cloud Kingdom. We've got 2 amazing competitors here today, and we're going to see what they're going to be able to do against each other, as we normally do when we watch StarCraft, right? Let's go ahead and get to this heated battle as we start this off here. We've got Mouse, CC, Tosh going to be spawning up here in the top right-hand corner as the blue Protoss. We take a look down here in the bottom left-hand corner, and of course it is Empire Brad OK going to be spawning in as the red Terran. So we get this thing started off here. My name is MC Duffs, and of course you guys are watching IMBAtv. We are back, ladies and gentlemen. As of tomorrow, we are going to be trying to come back full-time, 100%, all the way across the sky. Something interesting to talk about. Just because we've been planning on it and trying to get things going so much in the past couple of weeks that we're glad to be back. So now it looks like Empire Brad OK is going to go ahead and start off by laying down the supply depot at the top of his ramp. Could go right into the racks right afterwards. I don't doubt that we're going to see that. He could go for that 1 racks expand. He does have quite a bit of space between the 2 bases before he actually has to worry about any early rush situations. Tosh is going to go ahead and start off with a very quick gateway. He's got his pylon down right next to his nexus to cut down on time on sending the probes out. I'm not going to waste any bit of mining time there, but he is going to make sure to scout around his base just to feel it out, just to make sure there isn't anything crazy happening. No SCVs building barracks over here on the left-hand side or anything in that nature. Always a very promising thing for any player to do is to check their proximity early game. You know, you want to make sure you're not getting cheesed. You're getting cheesed, you're not going to have a good time. That's just basic sentiment there. So it looks like Brad OK is going to start off with a little bit of scouting here. He's taking up the Zelnaga Watchtower. He's going to be keeping an eye on everything around the front of his base. And it looks like we also see the gas has been laid down. So it is not going to be the gasless expand here, people. He started off with his marine production. He's got 2 SCVs actually on their way out. So I don't know. I'm kind of feeling like we might see some early aggression come down from him, as he is definitely starting to prepare for that with these SCVs on their way out already across the map. One of them going up to the northern sector into the 3rd base, the other one going right straight into the natural expansion. We do see the probe actually going in and scouting here from Tosh, and he's going to be seeing there is no early expand coming down from Brad OK. Brad OK will, in turn, lay down his tech lab. He's going to be moving his SCV back to his main base here to continue mining, and oh my god, I knew there was going to be early aggression. This is going to be cool. We've got Brad OK laying down his factory instead of laying it down back here behind his racks, which is normal procedure in this situation. He's actually going to be laying it down here on the low ground in the 3rd natural expand that Tosh is currently located at. Tosh does have 1 Zealot out, and that Zealot is moving its way across the map here, going to be chasing down that SCV to all ends. Hitting up the Zelnaga Watchtower here, stopping overall. This is exactly what I thought was going to happen. Brad OK is going to go ahead and lift off his factory. He's going to land it down here at the high ground, and it looks like he's going to start producing Hellions. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, no scouting pylon, no pylon on the left-hand side, meaning that there is going to be no sight of this, and oh my god, he sees the SCV, but you know what, man? He could be thinking that's the same damn SCV that came in first off. I'll tell you, Brad OK has got some plans up his sleeve. He's got Marauders and Marines out. This is going to be one hell of an entrance push, folks. He's not even going to have to bypass any walls. He's just going to be able to go straight into the mineral line, man. Now, it looks like Tosh is moving a probe out here to the left-hand side a little bit to lay down that second gateway. I don't know. I don't know what to think about this. I mean, Warp Gate Tech is, of course, on the way down. We do see that Nexus has been placed. So this is going to be really, really tough. By the time 4 of these Hellions are out, we're going to have a fully locked and loaded force of Marines and Marauders all the way across the map. This 6-minute push is going to be extra mean with extra spicy curry on it. We do see that SCV making it up the ramp. Oh, nice! Force field! He's going to block off these Marines and Marauders here from getting out. He's going to go ahead and take down the first Marauder. Second Marauder now being worked on here. It looks like that Marauder is going to take a little bit of damage from that Sentry. The Sentry did fall. The Stalker is now pulling back, and oh my god, the Hellions, they're in the main middle line. They are burninating the countryside, man. They're taking down all these probes. All the probes are falling left and right, and holy crap, Brad OK with an early entrance play. Going to be taking down pretty much every single probe in the back of Tosh's base, and it looks like Tosh now having to defend against Marines, Marauders, and Hellions. He finally sees the factory in the back of the base, and boom, the GG goes down. Brat OK with a super power play early into this game. Holy crap, ladies and gentlemen, that was one hell of a game. Whew, that hero SCV, man, I hear you, Jake Levick. That was really awesome. I definitely did enjoy watching that, and it's funny because I got my monitor computer on, so I actually heard myself twice because 2 different streams were open of IMBAtv. It's just the way it goes. But there's our first game to start us off with the day, guys. So what do you guys think? What do you guys think? And yes, Tosh is mana. He's using Tosh's account. I do apologize for that. Got to keep in mind, I am all by myself today, so on my lonesome, if you guys could offer any support, just like that, letting me know what's going on, that would be very, very cool. Thank you very much. So I go ahead and make sure that's changed there in the scoreboard. But dude, man, I had no idea what was going on. The beard's going fine, man. It feels good. You know, it's keeping me nice and warm in this summertime, right? Because that's all a battle, apparently. Now, as I said, I am all by myself today, so I'm going to be working hard on making sure that I solo cast what you guys are watching. And let me know how I'm doing. Let me know if you got any suggestions, any ideas, any thoughts, anything about that. You know, of course, I'll talk to you. We got the chat out there. We are community-based. We love you guys, and it looks like both these guys are ready. It's going to be Brad OK and Mana facing it off head-to-head at TVP. Game number 2, actually, to hit the field. And looking at it, Brad OK is already sitting at 1 point in this situation. And how long was I growing the Diablo 3 beard before it ruined my life? Let's see. About a year and probably about a year and a half, year and 5 months, something like that. Not too long. It wasn't that long. It wasn't that big of a deal. But I'm doing it again. You know, I'm growing it back. You know, I realized I was pretty upset when I played Diablo 3. You know, I enjoyed it for the first month or so, and then they didn't give us PvP, and I just kind of like fell off. I was like, you know what, man, I put on so much time for this. I've waited all my, you know, so much time just to be able to play this game, just to be able to do it, and this is, you know, this is the things we get. We get fart pants. So, anyway, anyway, now that there's no magic find, it's not Diablo anymore, guys. It's Ponyland Farmton. That's the new name for Diablo. So Ponyland Farmton, you know, a fun game for people who like to casually sit around and do nothing. We've got StarCraft, though. This is a real man's game. StarCraft 2 coming down here. We got the next game rocking and rolling. The countdown has begun. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, it's game number 2. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, pros and scrubs, welcome to IMBAtv, where everything is in balance. I'm MC Duffs, and with me is MC Duffs. Hey, how's it going, bro? It's good here. We've got Brad OK. He's going to be spawning in down here in the bottom right-hand corner as that blue Terran. We take a look at the top right-hand corner. It is going to be that red Protoss, seemingly up here changing his color at the last moment. It's Mana. That's right, we're going to see Mana face off against Empire Brad OK once again. And Brad OK actually started the last game off very interestingly. He decided to go ahead and not go for, you know, a gasless expand. He did lay down the supply depot at the top of his ramp, then went into the barracks, and then went into the tech lab. And then behind that, he actually placed down a factory right on the low ground of Mana's main base, thus allowing him to lift that off, landing it in the back of the shadows and producing Hellion. By the time he got up to 3.5 Hellion, half being, you know, one halfly produced, he was able to actually go in there with his Marines and Marauders and do some major damage to the front of the base. Mana had no idea what was going on. The Hellions came around the back end. They burnt down the probes, and Mana was left with pretty much nothing. So we're going to go ahead and see what he can do in this game and what he's going to take in the preemptive nature of trying to find this cheese and take it down before it gets too moldy. We do see that Mana has sent out his first probe here. He's going to be scouting out in that clockwise positioning. He's going to be able to see Brad OK right away, and it looks like we are going to see that little bit of a wall-off trick here with that supply depot into the cancel, allowing the SCV to go off and poke and prod this probe, and the probe will go and back off. I don't think that Mana's going to keep this probe out of his base anytime soon. I mean, he doesn't want to keep it out of his base, folks. That'll help. I mean, I don't even know what I'm saying. I don't even know where I'm going. We do see some scouting pylons going around here as we switch topic, switch my speeches, because you know what, man, I'm making no sense. We do see the Cyber Couriers on the way down in pretty normal time. Brad OK does not have any refinery, so it does look like he's going to go for that gasless expand. He's already got the SCV out. He's already got the first Marine. 400 minerals are in the bank. This Marine will be able to take down that probe, and it looks like he will spot the SCV, making its retreat out of Brad OK's base. Now, Brad OK, it looks like he's going to go for the safe option here, people. He's going to lay down his command center in the back of his main base so he can actually lift that off, land it down inside the natural expansion wherever he plans to do so, whenever he feels safe and whenever he knows that there's not going to be any early incriminating, four-gate or anything crazy coming down the line. He will go ahead and spot the rest of this base. He sees there's only one gas out. So he's got to be a little bit wary. He knows that the mineral stack is getting a little big right now for Mana. We do see the warp gate technology is on the way as well, as of course, and the first stalker is here to take down that SCV. So SCV's gone. No more scouting out there for Brad OK. But you know, I think that's fine. He's seen what he needed to see. He saw that there was no gases, and holy crap! Even though he saw there was no gases, he knows this could be some type of brutal opener, even though it does not end up being that way. There was two different options that Mana could have gone. He could have laid down the 4 gates, started producing, and then attacked and done, 4 gate all-in type of play, or he could have expanded, and he did expand after taking down that SCV. But Brad OK, he's convinced that he's safe enough to do this. He is 1 game up in this best of 3 overall, and it looks like the command center is going to go down for that third base, probably going to be lifted off and landed down here. Now, the only issue with that base there is the fact that it takes so long to get units to this ramp. You can actually destroy the rocks if you desire it, and taking down those rocks will cut down a whole hell of a lot of time from transferring SCVs into defending the base with your basic militia units. Now, refineries are on their way down here from Brad OK. He's going to go double refinery into it. He's got plenty of Marines just kind of harbored around this supply depot, waiting for anything to come up, and the stalker did poke up there, landed 1 shot on the supply depot, but it decided to back up. He was not going to take those Marines head on just like that. The tech lab's now on the way here for Brad OK, and he's going mainly bio into it, folks. He's using his command centers here, morphing them into orbital commands, going to be laying down many mules, then producing and moving out, and it looks like that's exactly what he's doing now. He's produced the Marines. He's going to be moving out, taking up posts on the top of this ramp of the natural expansion. Brad OK will go ahead and land down that command center here. I'm not sure if he's going to be landing this down yet, folks, because he is going to be using that as a mule base, as somewhere to produce more and more SCVs for his natural expansion, for his main base, for the transfers that are imminent. We will see him lift that off and land it out here inside the natural when he feels safe to do so, when he knows that he's got the defense and able to do that. You don't want to expand unless you can defend it. Now, Brad OK is going to start moving out, but this is the worrisome thing. We've got Mana sitting over here with a proxy pylon inside the third natural of Brat okay, and it looks like there are a couple of bunkers going down. That's very cool, very awesome, but yet again there are going to be some very mean warp-ins coming in. We do take a look inside of Mana's base right now. He is sitting on the 3 gateways. He's got the robotics facility out here. He is producing that observer out there, so he can actually go in and scout the base. I'm interested to see what's going to be coming next. Are we going to be getting that warp prism in here? Are we going to be getting any type of immortal play coming out? Right now he's just mainly focused on the zealots and sentries. The Marines have loaded up for the most part inside this one bunker here, and it looks like Brad OK is going to continue to produce these, going to continue to move SCVs around, get that scout out and down and up. He will go ahead and make sure to preoccupy himself with scouting out the map, making sure his map awareness is key. We do have the starport on the way. We should see the reactor core coming out of this factory, then the switcher swap. Nice scan, taking down that freaking observer, but he did see the 3rd base. Yet again, he does not know how long that command center has been there. It's been there for quite some time, Mana. What are you going to do about it? Brad OK producing nothing but Marauders and Marines right now, as we do see the stim pack research is just about done. No reactor core. There it is. As I say it, the reactor core does come down. We do have the 1 proxy pylon will be spotted soon enough. These Marines and Marauders are gunning down these rocks, and they're going to cut down this time, the base time between the natural and the 3rd here very, very soon. We do see Mana patrolling a probe down here on the bottom corner of this expansion. I'm curious if if Braddock is actually going to be able to spawn that, if he's actually going to go in and do it. He has not spawned the proxy pylon yet. Mana has laid down his 3rd base as of now, and it looks like he's going to be laying down many, many, many more gateways. He's on 3 bases. He definitely can afford to do something like this. Afford to get that tech out there like the 10-minute, 11-minute Colossus. It looks like it's going to be about 10-minute and 30-second Colossus here. With the double upgrades of the level 1 attack and level 1 armor upgrade, this is going to help out on any type of situation that actually Mana gets into. Thermal Lance has just now been placed down and decided to go for the Colossus before the Thermal Lance. I think that's a very valid move, especially since the majority of the forces here from Brad OK are Marines. And yeah, there's quite a few Marauders in there too, but he should be able to warp in enough Zealots, enough Stalkers to be able to take down those Marauders. We do see a big, big transfer right now from Mana. He's going to go and send those probes over here into the 3rd base. He did go out and lay down some scouting pylons, going to go check things out, make sure there's no, seemingly hanging out medevacs over here. We do have the 1st medevac, after all, on the field, and Brad OK is going to go ahead and make his way across the map. Now, Brad OK does have a factory being used as a scout, as he did switch and swap his factory with his starport, allowing him to get that reactor core out there without any time waited. The forces are brewing, and it looks like Brad OK is going to go in for the attack. He stims up. He goes right into the choke point. We do see the Guardian Shield coming down. Nice Colossus movements here. He pulls back just when the shields go down. We do have the nice liftoff here and pick up over the force fields right now, and it looks like Mana is going to go ahead and fight this off for the most part. He's taking out a hell of a lot of those Marines. He's got some more Marauders to work down, but he's going to go ahead and warp in some more Stalkers and some more Zealots in the background for that. He's got the Stalkers showing up here, and it looks like he's going to take out the rest of the Marauders. Now, nice pickup. Will it be enough? No, it will not. Mana takes it down, and it looks like Mana is going to go ahead and take the +1 in that situation by destroying all of the forces that Brad OK actually had out on the field. Now, of course, he does have plenty of these barracks. He's got 2 more even in production, and he's going to be producing more Marines, more Marauders out from them. And it looks like he's going to keep up with his supply count. I mean, we're at 127 supply right now for Brad OK. Looking at the economic situation, we see that there is another base on the way from Brad OK, as well as we've got 79 SCVs out for him. And not to mention those mules, folks. Let's go ahead and take a look at the mule count right now. If we look at that the unit tab, we see there are 3 mules out. So, a current 3 mules, it looks like he's saving up for a couple of scans where he needs to, just like that, taking down observers, ruining the scouting that's out there from Mana. Let's go ahead and take a look at the economic situation for him. We've got the 3rd base just now finished up. It looks like he's sending out probes to go and see if he can lay down any other expansion. He will take down that Marine. There's no ifs, ands, or asses about it. 64 probes are out for him, and it looks like his economic standpoint is about half well, 1,000 less anyway of what Brad OK's is. And with this other expansion coming up, man, I don't doubt Brad OK's capabilities to pump that production out there, get that money sacked up, and continue to pump out these Marines and Marauders. I mean, he could build 3 more racks if he decides to. you know, it's all up in his, all up in the cards. We do see all the upgrades out there, all the core upgrades from the Tech Lab. Looking at it, the Ghost Academy has been finished as well, so we will see those ghosts starting to hit the field. We've got the Mobius Reactor upgrade on the way down, and those who don't know, Mobius Reactor does give ghosts an extra bit of energy when they are produced. So that does help them off by allowing them to lay down EMPs right off the bat, right out of the womb. We do see also the level 2 armor upgrade coming down right now from Brad OK, as well as the level 1 aerial attack upgrade for his ship weapons. Now, he has expanded to his 4th base. He's got the planetary fortress on the way. That is something I like to see. This is something else I like to see from Mana. He's got these proxy pylons being built all over the left-hand side of the map. This is going to allow him to warp in anywhere he needs to warp in. Even warp in down here on the low ground, guys. This will allow him to actually get right up in the face of this 4th base. Yet again, there is a planetary, so he's got to be a little bit careful when going into it. Empire Brad OK is going to go ahead and start moving across the field now. He's got quite a few of those Vikings, and those Vikings are there for the sole purpose of taking down these Colossus. 3 of them remain. 1 of them is almost dead, and it looks like the scan is going to reveal everything to Sauron here, as we do see Brad OK going to go ahead and go in there, laying down a few EMPs right off the bat. The first Colossus down, the second Colossus is about to fall down. It looks like we do have a couple storms here on the Marauders. Marauders taking some heavy damage, but it looks like they're doing enough to take down the rest of the forces from Mana. Mana's going to go ahead and pull back to the main base now, right into the natural. He's going to try to warp in some more High Templars, and it looks like he's got to morph those into Archons, but it's not going down. We have all these Marines and Marauders just taking this out. Mana has nothing to fight this. He's got no supply left, ladies and gentlemen. 82 supply overall. These 2 High Templars trying to pull back, trying to wait for the storms, and it looks like he's going to go ahead and send in some more charge lots here. The charge lots going in there. They're trying to do what they can, but nice landing of the Vikings. That's going to tank so much damage, as he's doing so much damage to the main production line of Mana. Mana going to be losing a hell of a lot here. I don't even know if there's any way that Mana can come back into this. He's got to warp in a shit ton of units, and he's got to be able to take down all of these Marines and Marauders, and when he does that, he's got to worry about more that are on the outside of his main base. Brad OK really laying on the pressure thick and heavy, and it looks like he's going to get the GG well played right now from Mana. There it is. Brad OK takes the win for game number 2, bringing him a 2-0 victory, ladies and gentlemen. 2-0. 2-0. Brad OK, the boss, Terran. Holy crap, man. I can't believe it, man. I mean, that was great play. It was a really nice setup. It was pretty standard. The Marine Marauder Medevac, I mean, it's a pretty standard play style from Terran against Protoss. You know that. You see it all the time. I don't doubt it. But you know what? It was just well executed from him. His timings were almost perfect. He had his 4th base up well before the third base was even saturated out there from Mana. And he did so well when actually moving into it that it was unfounded. So Brad OK is going to take the win 2-0, meaning he's going to be pushing on into the next series. We're going to be checking it out and seeing what's going on out there in the chat room in just a second here. I have to load a hookable, so I'm going to go ahead and put on some music right now. Let's see. Let's go ahead and listen to Lights. So guys, I'm going to turn up the music, and I'll say what's up to you guys out there real fast. Let me go ahead and read a few names before I load this hookable. We've got Pernicus, we've got Jake Levick, we've got Lee Duncan, as well as we got I'm Gonna Die, and we've got Dudes Broder. We also see out there in the chat NC00 and Alternative Ego. We've got Knucklepunk, as well as we got another one coming out here for Irish Glee and Malice Eyes. Oh man, I just can't stop reading it. We've got Fugazi, as well as we've got another one here for A-Stick Gamer. So there you guys go. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go load a hookable. Many hearts. We've got the next game invite here as well, so I gotta hurry, rush. Ooh, looks like it's gonna be a mill. Oh no, it's gonna be we'll find out here in a second. Give me a moment. I think I'm gonna go with some sour apple. MC Duffs, where are you from? Well, I'm from Nevada in the United States, and I am not unemployed. I do have a job. I just work out of my house, so it gives me plenty of time to do things and cast StarCraft and play video games. I'm sure the music is pretty loud, huh? Let's fix that. All right. So what do you guys think so far? How's my solo casting? I've been working on it. I've been trying to make it going. And Silver's SC Gaming. The song is from Blazane. It's Lights. It's an Oscillator Z remix. Oscillator Z remix. Yes, Taeja vs. Abver is incoming. Whew, are you guys ready for that, man? It's gonna be one hell of a match. Some dubstep remix, obviously. Yes, obviously it is. I'm gonna go ahead and lay down a commercial, guys. We'll be right back when the commercial's done. We should have this game loaded up and ready to rock and roll. Just finishing up lighting my hookah, folks. If you're wondering why I'm like leaning out of the camera, what's going on here? I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. All right. So, I don't know. I'm looking forward to this. I mean, we're back. We're going to be here tomorrow. We've got the Alien Invasion tournament coming up, as well as we do have, as well as on Sunday, we've got the Go for SC2 Cup coming up. So we're going to have a whole weekend of events for you guys, just to mark our return to streaming. Hell to the yes. Glad to see it. Glad to see it. Give me a second here, folks. All right, just letting other people know that I'm going to be continuing the solo cast, guys. I will be solo casting just for you out there, because you know what? That's what we love to do, and we love to give you that content. And yeah, it's cool, it's great, wonderful. I like to fill the air with stupid statements and stupid things like saying bacon randomly for no reason. I figure I might as well. I mean, it's better than hearing nothing. So hell yeah out there to you guys. And I'm currently smoking some sour apple. That's what I just loaded up in my hookah out here. Irishly, we've got I'm gonna die asking for a boss mode. Maybe there'll be a boss mode today. We've got Silver SC Gaming out there. I've been doing well. I've just been working a lot, man. I just got done with a huge transfer from one web server to another web server. Finally got it all done. There's only a couple of bugs that we've got to work out. Been working on, just been working on my web stuff, man. I moved to a new place. That's what you guys see here behind me. I've got a new beard, and I've got a facial reconstructive surgery because I got so angry that Diablo 3 turned into crap that I broke a window with my face. Yeah, I think we were all there. I took the pain for you guys, and we feel it now, resonating. But StarCraft 2's here, man, and that's all we need. That's all we need in life. Thank you, Internet gods, for providing this wonderful game for all of us to witness our eyes on. Now we're waiting for the next opponent to show up here, guys. While we're in this lobby, I'm just going to go ahead and turn up the music. I'm going to go ahead and join the chat room and talk with you guys a bit and chickadee chat. But in the meantime, let's listen to this music and continue to enjoy our day. We got Death Star, Money Talks. This is the next song. Alright, I'm not sure how long it's going to take for this to get going. Looks like Taeja is just having some problems with his relocalizer, guys. They're trying to fix it right now, so there you go. That's the information for you. Should be fixed soon. Then he can join the game. Taeja against Abver. It's going to be a sweet, sweet match, guys. So hopefully stay tuned and hang out for it. Who is my favorite player? That's a tough question. You know, I've got a few of them. I loved White Raw in his playstyle a while back, but lately I've been rooting for the underdogs. I don't really have a designated favorite. I do have I do have my favorite teams. I do have my favorite this and favorite that. But one of my favorites that has always been one of the person that I've always rooted for and I've always been so excited to talk to and see and hang out with is Sho. I love Sho. He's got to be my favorite, guys. Sho's awesome. You know, just his playstyle, just the way he is, just the guy he is, man. He's a cool guy. And I'd have to say Banana Kick. My favorite is Sho. My favorite is Sho. It's showtime. I've actually got a shirt that Dignitas sent me that says it's showtime because of how excited I was for Sho. I understand that, man. But you know, that's just the way it goes in esports. Sometimes there's problems, sometimes not so much. I just love the guy, though. I hope all the best for him. So, if White Raw started his own pro team, what would it be called? I think I would have to say. Special Tactics. I think that's the name everybody would be rooting for the name to be called. And yeah, if you guys have any questions, just shoot them at me. Like Jacovic says, I'll answer them. And yeah, I was chilling with Grubby and or out on the train from Hamar, or all the way to Hamar from Oslo in Norway. Looks like Taeja's here, though. He's joined. He's in. He fixed his localizer. So we're going to be getting this next game underway. And yeah, that was me and Grubby. Absolutely. Jacovic. What time is it here? It is currently 8:35 in the crispy morning. I say crispy because it's morning time, and that's when you eat bacon normally. Did you guys know that bacon was not always eaten as a breakfast meal? It actually got pushed that way from marketing schemes. But let's go ahead and get into this game. Screw the marketing scheme bullshit. Let's do it to it. StarCraft 2, boom, game, or series number 2. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. As I take an unnecessarily long pause there. Welcome to IMBAtv, where everything is in balance. I'm MC Duffs. With me is MC Duffs. Hey, MC Duffs, how's it going? I'm not going to do that joke again, so shut up. We've got Liquid Taeja facing off right now against the one and the only Roxkiss Abver. I will be switching the screen up here momentarily. It is round number 2 in this. Let's go ahead and boom, there it is. Sorry about the black screen, folks. Took me a little bit longer to get this scoreboard up than I thought and originally intended. We see Roxkiss Abver going to be spawning up here in the top right-hand corner. He's going to be that blue, or purple Zerg. And then down here in the bottom left-hand corner, we do see Liquid Taeja going to be spawning in as the red Terran. So we're here in the 1080p quality that StarCraft 2 offers us today. We are going to be seeing, you know, the same thing that we saw earlier with the supply depot going down here at the front of the ramp. Very standard procedure on this map. You want to be able to make sure that nothing too crazy happens early into the game to, you know, come into your base, wreck your mineral line, or cheese it around. We're going to be continuing in on this. This is series number 2 of today, the Ritmix RSL. And as I am going to be solo casting, I'm going to be bringing it to you full quality here between this TVZ. One of my most favorite matchups. I absolutely love the dynamics of the TVZ, how it goes into late game, how it starts off in the early game. And I'm looking forward to seeing what these guys are going to be able to bring to the table here today. A very normal thing that we see from Terrans here, even in the TVZ. Is the gasless expand. We'll be seeing if Taeja is going to be a fan of that here in this show. to bring us into that expansion play. Now, Abver is going to go ahead and start off with the spawning pool. First off and foremost here, the spawning pool is has been laid down at the 15 supply. Looks like he's going to continue producing overlords from this. He's going to be able to continue drone production as well. We'll see what he decides to do. Maybe he's going to go for that 14 expand. Looks like he does have the minerals to do so. Not actually sending anything out as of yet. Currently waiting, probably going to be producing that queen right out from there. We do see the first marine is on the way. No refinery. The orbital command is coming down, and it looks like we will see that expansion plan all the way out here from Taeja with the gasless expand. Going to be bringing him into the economic opener, allowing him to get the very, very cool economy in the background. And look at this. Abver actually producing a bunch of Zerglings. He's got a whole hell of a lot of Zerglings on the way across the map already. He's got his expansion laid down as of now, and he's not going to take down the SCV. He's just going to go straight for it. That SCV pretty much blocking him, wasting his time. Abver is going to go ahead and finish producing the queen, take out the SCV with the queen, move these Zerglings across the map, try to do what he can against this early expansion opener. Now, this amount of Zerglings is kind of troublesome here for the two Marines. Now, they do have to go behind this wall. If they do go behind the wall, they will leave their SCV partners vulnerable, and it looks like we will see that barracks coming down here as part of the wall off. The Zerglings have made it in around the left-hand side. Looks like they're going to go ahead and surround these two Marines. Those Marines do go down. It looks like the SCV going to take some major pain right now. Now, the one Marine is going to be locked up in here in the main base. Now, these Zerglings probably should focus down this SCV, the one working on the command center, and it looks like they do so. They're going to hinder that build, and oh my god! Dude, I can't believe it! Taeja, he did not lift up his supply team, but he's going to lose a few of these SCVs here, using those SCVs as kind of a living wall to be able to allow his Marine to gun down some of these Zerglings, but one Marine is not enough to fight off against this many Zerglings unless you do that, bringing all your SCVs off the line, or a majority of them anyway, to take down those Zerglings. Now, it looks like we do have a couple of Zerglings here trying to poke some more into Taeja's natural expansion. It's been held off for quite some time, folks, and you know, I'm not sure if that was completely successful. He evened out supply. I mean, he evened out the loss ratio here with Taeja. So, you know, he didn't take any big positives from it. He did hold off the natural for quite some time, however. So that's definitely a positive takeaway. While he got his natural up, got his queen out there and everything like that, it looks like that hindrance is going to help him out overall, because that is a delay of the orbital command. It's a delay of the SCVs mining extra minerals from an extra source, as well as it's a delay of extra mules on the way, hence that orbital command delay. Now, another command center has been placed down here from Taeja, and it looks like the two refineries have been placed down as well, thus allowing for higher tech to be coming out here. Excuse me. Sometimes I forget to take a drink of something. I continue talking, and then my throat's like, no, dude, I'm going to cough for you, bro. We do see Abver here. He's got his natural expansion up and going, pretty well saturated, as he did have time to do so. We do have the first extractor down here in the natural. He is just now putting the drones out there on that. Roach Warren is going to be on the way down as well. We'll make sure to see that he does not have any extra drones on those extractors. Now, Galgatron the Shark checks it out, and he sees all these Zerglings here passing through the middle of the map. They did work on the rocks a little bit there, but will continue to go back into their base to fight another day. Now, since Abver is going to be going into the Roach technology, I'm going to be quite amused to see where he's going to go and what timing he's actually going to bring an attack, and when is he going to go for the lair? When is the lair going to be coming down here? I mean, if he wants a Glar Reconstitution, he should be getting it now. And by him not having it now, just shows that maybe he doesn't want to go for the higher tier technology right away, and maybe use all this resource gain as production for units, and that's exactly what we got going on. 8 Zerglings are on the way out, 10 Zerglings on the way out, with a total of 9 Roaches. So Abver's going to be super aggressive right now, folks. So he's got metabolic speed boost on the way down. He's moving the Zerglings and Roaches across the map. We do see Liquid Taeja now laying down his second refinery back here inside his natural expansion. He's got some Hellions out as well. He's got a Banshees on the way. Ooh, these Banshees might be the game changer, as we do have a couple of reactor cores going down right now from Taeja on these 2 barracks, but he's got such a big economical opener. It's going to be really tough. He's going to have a hell of a lot of Banelings on the way. He sees the Baneling nest out here, the Banelings morphing out here, right out in the middle of the map. So let's see how he prepares for it, and let's see how he gets into it. Now, he's got a bunch of Marines out. They are on the high ground. They will start to be able to do some damage against Abver's Roaches, as he does push them up on the right-hand side. He's got to move them up to the left just so they get out of range of that. Now, here come the Hellions. The Hellions going to do a little bit of damage against these Zerglings that are out there, but look at that huge explosion. But the Hellions taking out and detonating the Banelings for the most part. A lot of SCVs did die. The ramp is not secure. The supply depot was down, but it looks like the Roaches have been cleaned up for the most part. This natural will almost fall, and it looks like we will see Abver losing the rest of his Roaches. A very cool defense tactic here from Taeja. Sacrifice the natural, move in for some more gains later on. And it looks like he's going to have to lay down a mule, get some emergency repair out here, because there are more Zerglings heading across the map. These Zerglings are going to be getting ready to transfer out into Banelings, and it looks like we do not even see the lair tech yet. No, absolutely not. Abver going all in for the most part. It looks like he's going to be moving in more Zerglings here. He's going to surround those Marines, surround that Hellion. The Hellion takes some major damage, but it does get away, and it looks like there's another Hellion out here doing a little bit more, and it looks like the Zerglings have fallen. There are 3 more Zerglings inside the natural expansion, just harassing and haranguing those workers, not allowing them to work at all. More mules on their way out here. The economic situation looking pretty damn good right now for Taeja against the 40 drones out right now from Abver, but Abver is about to lose the first queen. The queen has fallen. The Zerglings are trying to take down these Hellions. The queen, herp to derping, not at doing anything, doesn't take down any of those Hellions, but the Zerglings will go ahead and take them down. We do still see the Banshee producing more damage in the natural expansion. That queen has, pretty much damaged it to the point of no return. That Banshee will go ahead and pull back all the way. The queen just now going to go back into the main base as well. Lair tech freaking finally on the way down. Double Evo chambers gone down as well from Abver, so that means we're going to have double the upgrades, double the fun, double the pleasure of the 1-1. And third base, actually, for Taeja. This is a pretty cool feature. He did lay down that command center a little bit earlier in this game. This will allow him to actually get really cool economy out there. With that 3rd mule production, he can actually start to bring a really nice incline here from that 1700 that he's getting into about 2100 or so. It should be pretty nice for him once he actually gets that saturated, transfers a few SCVs over there, gets some defenses up and going. We do see a double medevac out here. The double D's hanging out with these double Marines. Not really double Marines, I was just trying to make something up. All right, we've got the 1-1 upgrade already done for Taeja right now. He's got the 2-2 upgrades as well. Galgatron the Shark just hanging out there waiting to see what kind of battle is going to come from this, as all these Marines are going to go ahead and make their way across. Now, look at this. Taeja did not repair his Banshee, was not interested in it at all. All these Zerglings are moving out on the right-hand side of the map. The 3rd base, uber exposed here, as we're going to see all these Marines without Stimpaks. Stimpaki is just about done, however, and it looks like it will finish up just now as he goes in for the attack. This one hatchery needs to get canceled. Will it be canceled, folks? It looks like we've got Abver here not canceling it. Oh, and it goes down. 300 minerals down the drain. Here come the Zerglings and Banelings. They will take down a majority of those Marines. They all do fall, but there is one medevac dropship here loaded up with Marines going to be dropped down in the main base here, as we do see some Zerglings did try to trump their way into the 3rd base expansion of Taeja. Here comes some Banelings, but single file Banelings out for the shooting. Looks like we've got Abver here allowing some target practice there with those Banelings from Abver. Now, all the drones from the main base extractors have been taken down. There's only drones mining gas over here. As we take a look at it, there's not much gas production. There's some gas in the background, so he can continue to produce, but he's not upgrading any tech really. We finally got centrifugal hooks on the way, so the Zerglings will have the extra speed. No 3rd base. I'm not exactly sure what Abver's thinking or what he's going for, but he's got to do something. He's got to get that economic situation really looking well. 3 medevacs are palling around with 1 Marine here and the tank. We do see more Marines here produced in the middle of the map. This one Banshee, pretty much just the Scouter Banshee to check everything out and see if there are any expansions. And seriously, there are none. Nothing but units, nothing but forces out right now for Abver. Let's go ahead and take a look at that supply source. We see 140 supply out right now for Liquid Taeja. We are 16 minutes into the game. That makes sense that he's got that supply, if not 200. This is what worries me, though. Abver's currently sitting on 89 supply, mainly Zerglings. 75 Zerglings, 41 drones, and 3 Queens. That's what we got from Abver right now. He's morphing a hell of a lot. Okay, that's a crap ton of Banelings. 44 Banelings on the way out. Liquid Taeja's moving out with this Marine Marauder, this Marine tank force. He's got the 1 medevac loaded up here with Marines. It's going to be dropped down in the back of the left-hand side of the base of Abver. Abver is continuing to harbor these Zerglings like fugitives in his attic, while we see Taeja trying to do some damage. I mean, he's going to lose the medevac. He's going to lose those Marines. He's got a good feel for things, but oh my god. Here it comes, guys. It's do or die time. Abver's going in there. He's got the Banelings. He takes down 3 of the supply depots. Going to be going right into the main mineral line, and it looks like he just totally destroys that freaking orbital command. Marines come in here and try to gun down these Banelings. Banelings going straight for the main, and it looks like they're going to go right into the mineral line, take down all those SCVs here. What else are they going to be able to do? Once the Banelings are gone, there's really nothing left for the attack force, and they will go ahead and sacrifice themselves into the orbital command. More blood for the blood gods, but it's okay because, you know what, man? Taeja defended successfully. Zerglings easy peasy to destroy, and it looks like Taeja will continue the cleanup with this Marine, stimming them up. He's got a couple of siege tanks here, sieging up in the background. More Zerglings are going to go ahead and try to swarm these Marines. The Queen's getting taken out. The GG goes down, and it looks like Taeja is going to take the win for game number 1 in this series number 2 here, ladies and gentlemen. My god, Taeja Marine tank was pretty mean, really, really well executed. He had a really nice timing situation for him. He defended very, very well. I just think about it, though. What was going on with Abver? It didn't seem very standard or normal for him to be going for just Zerglings. I mean, yeah, he went for the Roach push. The 2-base Roach push is really cool, really nice once you get it down, but Abver just didn't catch any breaks with his Roach push. He did not transition into anything else. He did not expand. And that was the biggest situation. Yeah, he got his lair tech up, but he got centrifugal hooks and this and that, but it wasn't enough. He needed to expand once to twice. You want to try to maintain 1 more expansion than your opponent. Always. Always. I don't even care what you say. Try to maintain 1 more expansion than your opponent. You're playing Zerg, man. You got to do that. Let's see if Abver can turn it around for himself right here, right now. We're going to go ahead and play a quick commercial break. We'll be right back with some more action right away. Boom, boom, boom. All right, the countdown has begun. You know what that means? Boom! Game number 2. Going down right here, right now. And this is Rockstar. It's not a beer, guys. Nice try. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, pros And of course, Scrubs. Welcome to IMBAtv, where everything is in balance. Let's go ahead and get this game rolling out right here, right now. We've got Roxkiss Abver. He's going to be spawning in over here on the 9 o'clock position as that purple Zerg. We take a look in the 3 o'clock in the cross map positions. We've got Liquid Taeja going to be coming in as the red Terran. Now, as it is TVZ, as we did see Taeja win, he's got 1 point over his Zerg nemesis right now. And we're going to see what he's going to be able to do in the upcoming minutes. Just give me a second here, guys. I do need to take a drink of my energy drink real fast. Alright, so solo casting, it can sometimes be a pain in the ass to take drinks of your beverage. We do see Taeja right now starting off in the standard, normal, everyday way by laying down the supply depot at the top of his ramp. He's also going to be sending out the first SCV. Now, it's a little bit of an early scout. He's going to make sure to find out what's going on. No, he's actually going to be laying down the forward barracks. We're going to see some early game pressure coming down here from Taeja. He wants to end it fast. And maybe that'll be Abver's strong point, because it seemed like Abver kind of had that weird all-in flavor last game. If he can actually do that same style, go at the same type of situation that he was in the last time, then maybe he can actually defend against this and make a counter push and actually end this early for himself, get that 1 point in the background. But yet again, Taeja's going to go for the double racks push, early game push. Now, this is not an all-in by any means. He can always transition out of it. Terran has always got Terran's got such a good capability of doing that by laying down the command center, by laying down a third, by moving in, walling off, and continuing to turtle. Now, look at this. Orbital command is on the way. The Overlord has made it across the map. He's going to be checking out Taeja's base. He's going to be seeing the orbital command on the way. He knows, that the first Rax is done. Well, he will know that the first Rax is done. The first Marine is on the way out as well. Dude, man, bro, guy, oh, shoot. Abver's going to go ahead and lay down his natural first, then go right into the spawning pool, into the extractors. He's not going to start off the same way he did in the last game by starting pool first. My God, Taeja is right now dancing in his boots right here as he moves in the SCV to check it out. We do see a lot of these drones on their way out here. He saw the 2 SCVs. He knows something coming, man. He sends the drones in. He's going to go and try to get the surround on these SCVs. Will he be able to do so? He's going to go and get one of them right now. Ooh, stopping the drone to block the SCV a little bit. He's going to go right after the Marines. Instead of going after the SCVs, he's going to go and try to take down the first Marine. The first Marine has gone down to about 15 HP, and it looks like he's going to be continuing to pull those in against the SCVs. 2 SCVs still survive here, and their lineage continues on through them, as we do see a couple of Zerglings have hit the field here. 6 more Zerglings on the way, but we do have bunkers now being produced in the background. Taeja trying to lay on this early pressure. Whoa, my God. I'm sorry, guys. Let's see if he's going to be able to do it. The first hatchery is about to get is being worked on right now from these Marines. More Marines on the way. We've got another bunker coming down in the background, and it looks like Taeja is going to be sacking up some major attack strings here. Here comes Abver with the Zerglings. Zerglings take down a couple of these Marines, but the Marines doing some nice fancy scoot and shoot with an SCV living wall. Look at that, man. Taeja totally controlling his Marines and SCVs so well right here, allowing him to do max amount of damage. Abver currently sitting at 22 supply, not finding any leeway at all. A couple of Queens out here to try to defend. More Zerglings are on their way as well, as we do see more of these Marines pumping across the map from these barracks. And look at this, we're going to see the liftoff of one of these barracks moving back into the base with the wall off, thus allowing for the movement into the next phase of Taeja's build. Like I said, this is not an all-in by any means, just a 2 racks opener, allowing for a nice +1 in the situation against his opponent. And look at that hatchery crumble to the ground. Zerglings will go ahead and take down these 2 bunkers, as well as the Broodlings helping out, but maybe not. Nice movements! Holy crap, transfer through the bunker. He moves those Marines straight through that bitch, and it looks like we're going to see these Zerglings here trying to go up against these Marines. The Marines getting taken out left and right. Looks like the bunker right now taking down the rest of the Marines, or Zerglings, and there it is, the GG. Early action, early 2 racks play, and it looks like that micro allowed Abver no room for anything. That was a well-played game from Taeja. My God. So OP. I hear you. I hear you, Malice Dice. Taeja, what a madman! Holy crap, dude! Is this guy gonna be stopped today? Oh, Abver, no hope of a chance when he laid down that expansion first. Oh man, oh man, oh man. 2 racks early pressure, mean stuff, dude. I'm gonna go play a commercial break, guys. We'll be right back with some more crazy ass action coming up here. I'm IMBaTv. I'm going to be solo casting. You guys can follow me over at facebook.com/IMBaTv or follow IMBaTv as a whole, which you should anyway, over at facebook.com/IMBaTv. It's going to be updated all the time, so you guys know when we're going to be going live and everything like that. We love you. We love you. We love you. No, that's not the end. Don't go away. I was just playing a commercial. Just wanted to give a little bit of a shout out to where you can follow me and where you can follow IMBaTv, you know, that kind of thing. It's not over at all yet. We still got more matches on the way, guys. We're going to be finding out what the next one is. Give me 1 second here. Boom! Invite! Non-stop star crack action coming straight to your veins. It's going to be Brad OK against Liquid Taeja. I know, guys. I say Brad OK's name wrong. I always have, and I fear I always will. Unless somebody sits there and continues to press me verbally about how to say his name, then I will correct it. But let's go ahead and get this TVT on the way. This is going to be a mean one, folks. It's the winners bracket now. This winner v winner here. And let's see what these guys are going to be able to do here. We are ready over at IMBaTv. Who do you guys think is going to win? You guys going to see Empire Brad OK win, or you guys think Taeja's going to take the win? Let's go and get it going down. The countdown has begun. With that being said, boom, bang, zoom! Yeah, sorry, the music was a little bit loud there. I do agree. Well, we're back, we're here, we're live, and we've got more action for you, just as we always do here at IMBaTv. It is going to be Liquid Taeja, spawning up here in the top right or top left-hand corner. Let me get my left and right. He's going to be the red Terran down here in the bottom right-hand corner in the cross map positions. We've got Brad OK. He's going to be spawning in as the blue Terran. And as I said prior to this game, concerning Brad OK's name here, let me go ahead and actually fix that scoreboard as it is not updated. Concerning Brad OK's name, keep in mind, folks, I do butcher everybody's pronunciations of names, and it will continue. So, yeah. That's about all I got to say about it. Let's go ahead and get the scoreboard set up, make it sure it's rocking and rolling. Sorry, I'm the only one here today, so I'm the only one to set up everything, and sometimes it just takes me a second. There we go. Let's go ahead and swap that. Boom! Here we are. We're in the game. We're rocking and rolling. These guys are going to be starting off with Liquid Taeja, laying down the Supply Depot at the top of the ramp, starting that wall off here with the barracks going down, preceding that. We do see the barracks on the way down from Brad OK as well. Not going to be going for any type of wall off. You know what, man? It's TVT. You're safe to do that, unless of course there's some crazy early aggression coming across the map, and you absolutely needed a wall. Then you shouldn't run into any big problems. Now, Brad OK is going to go ahead and send out his first scout, and it looks like that scout is going to go across the map here into that cross map. I'm pretty sure these guys know it is landlocked cross map positions. It will always be that way. On a lot of these tournament maps, it's cross map positions. It's very normal to see. There's nothing crazy about it. Will we see Liquid Taeja doing the same thing he did that one game right here? It looks like he's going to go ahead and lay down that tech lab. The tech lab coming down right off the bat, as we did see the refinery. No gasless expand or anything like that. BradOK looks like he's formulating himself for a gasless expand on the other hand. So we're seeing like both sides of the string here on what Terrans go with early game. We're seeing that you know, tech-based opener, the production-based opener with the Reaper play coming out, as well as we are seeing BradOK go with that gasless expand, thus allowing him a very, very nice economical opener. And look at that, very, very wise play from BradOK. He's not going to be lifted off in the back of his base here and produce Hellions. He's going to go ahead and fight that off by laying down the Supply Depot on the back of the smoke, blocking everything off every which way. We will see that SCV trying to poke that Supply Depot here, but the Reaper will come out soon enough, and that Reaper man will want some blood when he comes out. We will see the factory on the way down right now from Taeja, and you know, Taeja looks like he's formulating himself to a very, very standard 1-1-1 play out here in the background, as he does have the double refinery out. Looks like he's going to continue this tech play, going to continue pumping these Reapers out. Will he go into Reaper, into Banshee harass? That's up in the air, folks. We'll have to see what he decides to go for here in the next couple of minutes. Taeja is going to go ahead and move out with that one Reaper across the map. He's going to hit up the Xel'Naga Watchtower. The SCV is going to make his escape, and it looks like we're going to see BradOK pulling away for now. 23 supply against 24 supply, pretty even in that respect. 3 racks are coming out right now for BradOK, so he's going to go more into the bio systems. Thus bringing him to the Marines and Marauders and whatever situation he wants there. He's going to have to move these Marines out, though. He's got to watch this Reaper. The Reaper's got, the Reaper can only make it up on the main base here in 2 different locations. Right up here in the corner of the natural, as well as the corner right here, the Reaper jump pad down at the bottom left-hand, or top left-hand corner of BradOK's base. So the 2 Reapers do meet up together. Looks like there's even another Reaper and Nitro packs on the way with this 1-1-1 in the background. These Reapers going to start doing some damage right now on this command center, right out here in the natural expansion of BradOK. What does he have to defend? He's got a whole land load of Marines here. They're going to be moving around the background, trying to catch these Reapers off guard. The Reaper's going to be making it out the right-hand side just barely, jumping down the cliff. One of them almost dies, but he will save his life with that 50 HP that they are only granted. The first Hellion is out on the field, and the 1-1-1 play is on the way down with not a Banshee. He's not going to go into Banshee harass, folks. He is going to go into the medevac production. Maybe going to be doing a little bit of a fancy-dancy drop play here. We will see some of these Hellions, and you know what I'm thinking? He's going to be switching into Marauders and Marines now. Or, I mean, it looks like we're going to see BradOK with Marauders and Marines anyway, as I said earlier. And it looks like he has moved his natural expansion out there, not feeling safe enough, not feeling like he can defend it well enough until he's got some type of Reaper defense. Taeja is going to go ahead and move into the Banshee production. We've got the first Cloak. We've got Cloak on the way. The first Banshee's on the way as well, as we've got a reactor core being built on this barracks back here. No more Hellions are down here, but we do see a little bit of an attack incoming from Taeja. One of the Hellions does get taken out, and it looks like he's not going to be able to push too far in on this ramp, as we do see these Reapers coming around the back right-hand side, getting repaired and getting healed from the medevac. They will go in, and oh, look at that, man. The Marines were ready for it. The Marauder laying down a nice preemptive fire. These SCVs coming off the line. Nice pickup, though. It looks like Taeja will go ahead and move these 3 Reapers out of here. More mules are on their way down here from BradOK. He's going to be bringing a pretty nice economy with that second orbital command out, trying to allow him to surpass his nemesis. We do see the dropping of these Reapers and the healing, and look at that, man. They're going to go in there, take down the first SCV working on this factory. That is going to be hindered for quite some time. Very cool pickoff. It doesn't seem like much, folks, but if you can block your opponent's building production, you can block their tech pathing, and you can allow yourself greatness. We do see this Banshee now approaching the left-hand side, the bottom left-hand side of BradOK's base. BradOK is going to go ahead and move in a troop of Marines out into the middle of the map right now with this one orbital command going to be landing down here in the natural expansion. He feels safe enough with this push behind it to expand. But we'll see what this Banshee has to say once the second Banshee is on the way. The second Banshee is coming across the map right now. The first Banshee has made it in there. A nice cloak up He's going to take down these Marines. Nice scan, though. The scan's going to allow the viewing of this Banshee. The Banshee goes down to about 56 health, and it looks like we have another Banshee on the way in right here from the left-hand side. More Marines and Marauders coming across the map. These Marines and Marauders are locked and loaded. The first tank is out, but Siege Tank Tech not done as of yet. Liquid Taeja going to go ahead and move forward here. He's going to load those Marines into that bunker. The bunker is going to take some major damage right now, as it looks like BradOK is going to continue pushing. My God, this is a huge play. Both the Banshees have been eradicated due to this missile turret and the Marines. And it looks like actually one Banshee was still alive, as it did not go in all the way. But Empire BradOK is going to continue into the natural expansion, taking down these SCVs. And this TVT continues to overwhelm us, as we do see the Siege Tank Tech is done. Will this be enough to change the state of what's going on right now? BradOK will be able to take this orbital. Very, very nice pickoff. Yet again, there is another orbital command in the background. These tanks are not in position to do any big damage against these Marines on the left-hand side, but if they go towards the ramp, they will be targeted, as we saw there, and it looks like a majority of these Marines did fall. Very nice pick off there, taking down all of the natural expansion. Now it looks like the third base becomes the second base, and these tanks and Marines are on their way out to fight these down, to try to take them out. What has BradOK got to follow this up with? Oh yes, more Marines, and looks like actually just Marines. No more Marauders in production as of right now. The switch of swap between the factory and the starport going to be allowing for those medevacs to come out here, allowing for the drop situation to come in, and allowing for the rehealing of his forces from the stimming that's inevitable. Now, here comes a Banshee from Taeja. This Banshee currently sitting on 0 kills, going to try to find a sweet spot in the back of the base. More Marines are on their way out. Cloak does go down. I do not see any energy for a scan, so this Banshee, as long as it stays away from the missile turret, should be allowed to pick off quite a few of these forces until we actually see that scan coming down. 48 energy, 49, and 50. He's got enough for the scan here. Will he actually commit to using it? Probably should, as this Banshee has found quite the sweet spot to take down those SCVs and moves out. Here comes the stim up. Are we going to see that scan? No! No scan. Doesn't feel like he's got a comfortable grip on where the Banshee is. He's going to go ahead and move these Marines in. Will he go ahead and lay down the scan now? It looks like he's right there and ready to do so. He actually laid down a mule. No scan. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, more Marines are going to die here. And it looks like we've got 12 kills. Now the scan goes down. BradOK secures himself a little bit more of a defensive state. We will see him continuing to push with his double D medevac dropship on the way out here. Liquid Taeja finishes up with his third base once again. And it looks like he's going to be morphing that into the orbital command. Banshees are on their way out. More tanks and more Marines are out right now for Taeja. He's got a couple more factories, so it looks like he's going to go straight into the mech tech type of play, which will be nice, but yet again, this leaves such a huge window right now for BradOK. BradOK is going to be able to actually go in there, and if he can take down these if he can take down these tanks that are out right now, that he can pretty much ransack this whole base from Liquid Taeja before the big mech play comes out, but he's got a very, very small window, folks, before that happens. Here comes the double medevac drop here, as we do see that force now getting eradicated from the tanks in the background. Here come the force pushing up the front. It's a double pronged attack right now from BradOK. BradOK is going to take out all those Marines, now work on the tanks. The 2 tanks have fallen. He's going to go ahead and push straight in for it. Liquid Taeja losing his bunker, now going to be lifting up and landing that factory on the reactor core with the movement of this barracks out here, as he does sacrifice it for no need. He doesn't need it for any more Marines, as he's going to go right into the mech tech. We will see most of these Marines actually getting taken out. I don't know if that was actually too promising here from BradOK. Let's go ahead and take a look at the loss tab. We see 4,200 resources have been lost from BradOK. 4,900 resources from Liquid Taeja have been lost. So I think he's been playing a little bit more efficiently. He needs to be a little bit careful, though. He's got to move into this, and he's got to make sure to do it right. Since he is going to be battling mech tech, he can't find any situation where he leaves his Marines just unguarded and unfounded. These Marines are always going to need some type of backup, some type of heavy hitter. They're going to need to stay with the tanks, since he is going right into Marine tank play. Liquid Taeja, on the other hand, if he can find some nice siege positioning, that he might be able to bring himself a really, really cool landslide victory, just by being able to produce so many vehicular units. We will see that liftoff of the starport so far. Going to be moving off, and probably the switch of this one factory on top of this tech lab, just to make sure he can produce even more tanks and the Thors once these armories are done. Now, taking a look at it, we've got level 1 attack upgrade coming down here for the bio, or level 2 attack upgrade, sorry, for the bio of Brad OK. But Brad OK is kind of dwindling now. He's sitting on 97 supply. He is currently supply blocked. And every time he produces a supply depot, he becomes even more supply blocked. And once again, just about there. With mad Marine production out here, will it be enough to actually take down this this huge tech play that's coming out? Since we've got all these Hellions actually burning across the map here, they are blue flamers, and they will be upgraded level 1 attack upgrade very soon. They are going to go ahead and take down all these Marines in the middle of the map, and it looks like this this expansion right here that was being laid down did actually get moved back into the natural. Liquid Taeja not safe to expand. He's going to be moving these Hellions out, and look at that load up, man. That is a lot of medevacs loaded with tanks and Marines. He sees all the tanks out here. He's not going to go for it, folks. He's going to pull away. Here come the Vikes, and it looks like we also see the tanks coming down here on the low ground, going to be adding to the defense for this 3rd base expansion. The 4th base command center is up. And inside the natural, acting as a macro command center as of now. Look at these Hellions. They're going to go ahead and be dropped on right now from all these tanks and Marines. The Marines and tanks doing some nice damage. The Hellions actually burning down these Marines quite well. Take down Brad OK here to 125 supply against the 143 right now that's out from Taeja. Taeja going to go ahead and start bringing in some more Hellions. He's got more tanks on the way. He did move one of these lower ground factories onto this tech lab, which I mentioned earlier. I thought he would have switched that one with the reactor core, but you know what, man? He's going to continue with the Hellion play. And God, I'm glad. There's so many Marines out. The more Hellions he's going to have, the better he's going to do, because the more AoE splash, burning damage he's going to be able to do against these light units known as the Marine. A lot of tanks are out right now for Taeja, and dude, that is a huge troop of Hellions. As we're going to see these Hellions now go ahead and push forward. Brad OK has got to be extra careful. He's susceptible to run-bys or drive-bys with these Hellions. He's also quite susceptible to losing his whole Marine force in one bad engagement. So he's got to be very careful. Now, taking a look at it here, one medevac dropship did go out. Working on this barracks. The barracks is going to take some damage, but it's a sacrificial barracks anyway. Taeja really doesn't need it. He's not producing anything but Hellions and tanks anyway. Vikings are also out as well. Now, this is really cool play because he's going to be able to use the Vikings to work this massive medevac supply countdown, as well as use the Hellions to burn down these Marines. And we're going to see this right now as the Marines are going to go ahead and stim up and pull back a little bit. Oh my God, they're lined up. The Hellions do so much immense damage against them, taking down almost every single one of the Marines. But Brad OK now continues to push forward. These tanks not sieging up. They're going to go straight in, balls to the wall. Looks like Brad OK is going to be able to work down all of those forces. No siege, no kill, as Brad OK does do a max amount of damage. That was a lot of damage with those Hellions, but they all got beaten up because of the great micro play and the mass medevac play out right now for Brad OK. Brad OK is going to go ahead and start moving out here on the left-hand side of the Xelnog Watchtower. More forces from him. We do see more Hellions, more tanks, a level 2 upgrades for the vehicular weaponry on the way out right now for Taeja. Taeja's going to go in there. He's going to snipe out one of these medevacs. Looks like we have scans on the high ground right now with these tanks here sieging up on the low ground, taking down these turrets. And that's exactly what they want to do right now. If they can take down those turrets and they can actually commit to a little bit of a drop, yet again, he's got to worry about this massive Viking count. Some nice auto turrets going down here. No vision for Brad OK as of now, as his air has moved back and his scans have dissipated. We will see those tanks get destroyed, but here comes a mass battalion right now from Brad OK. He's going to go ahead and move up on the right-hand side. He's going to go right against these tanks here, dropping on the Vikings right now. The Marines have all been taken down for the most part. Yes, they have all died. Nice siege up of Taeja's tanks. The tanks here for Brad OK not going to be able to do it, and it looks like the dividends have been paid here. Taeja will go ahead and defend. He's going to go ahead and move out to the middle of the map. This is a very hard place to secure a base, but if he can do it, he's going to have all accessibility here to the right-hand side of the map, to these expansions here, to these expansions down here in the bottom left-hand corner as well. So he's going to be able to actually take nice command if he can hold this. Here comes some more Marines. It looks like the siege up in the background. Some of these tanks not sieging up, however. Most of the Marines have died already, so it's just tank-on-tank action here. If Taeja can move these tanks straight up into the face of Brad OK's tanks, he'll be okay with with less casualties, and it looks like Taeja will defend that. He's going to be moving more of his Hellions, more of his tanks over here into the middle of the map. Like I said, if he can secure this, then he's going to have a very, very nice opener to anything he decides to do later into this game. Now, it looks like Brad OK is going to go ahead and start posturing up his forces on the right-hand side of the map, moving them into the northern sector right now. We've got that one Hellion just kind of kicking it right here. Very low HP. Will get taken down right away. But Brad OK is going to go ahead and start to secure himself with some siege tank line right here. Here comes a nice siege by Taeja on the ramp, and these Marines not going to be able to push forward. But dude, nice scan being laid down for Brad OK, allowing the vision of these tanks. Now it looks like those tanks are going to get the vision of these tanks here from Brad OK, because Taeja did lay down a scan as well. Now he's got the Viking superiority. This is going to allow him majority vision and majority rule. Brad OK is now moving out a battalion of Marines and tanks down here on the bottom left-hand corner up to the middle of the map. He's got to be careful though. There are quite a bit of siege tanks there. Here come the Marines. They're going to be moving up, and they take down the first Viking. Second Viking now taking some damage, but the tanks are the main priority here for the Marines. They take down a majority of them. 3 tanks still survive here for Taeja, down to 2, and it looks like 2 tanks versus 2 tanks and a Viking. Ooh, Taeja now using that Viking to all of the needs that he's got here, landing it on the ground. But yet again, here comes Brad OK with another force of Marines. They do move in around the background, taking down the tanks, taking down the siege line from Taeja. Taeja cannot keep the SCVs here, so he moves them up into the northern sector. Definitely a great move, as these tanks are going to be able to rain down shells on top of this planetary, as well as on top of anything in the mineral line. We are going to see these Hellions and tanks start to work on this destructible debris to open that up so it doesn't have to take 19,000 years for his SCVs to walk around this little area right here. We are seeing more and more Marines on their way out right now for Brad OK. 10 Marine production, pretty big. We've got more command centers as well, and let's go ahead and take a look at that economic situation while we're just kind of idly sitting here in the middle of the map. 61 SCVers against 61 SCVers, with it looks like more income gain right now for Liquid Taeja, but that is bound to change as Brad OK will be expanding to yet another expansion area. Liquid Taeja going straight up for the 2-2 upgrade here, going for the level 3 vehicular weaponry attack upgrade, and it looks like he's going to be going in here trying to take down some of these Marines. He will be able to do so. These Marines are currently locked and loaded at 3-3 upgrades. These Hellions going straight in for it, man. Not a good idea, as they are going to get blasted down from the siege tanks in the background here. Nice liftoff overall from this medevac. He's going to be able to go in there and defend this base, but is not known yet to Taeja. Taeja has not moved that Hellion down far enough to the south to see it. We do see a little battalion of Marines going to be going up into the 3rd base expansion area, but dude, Taeja's ready for it. He's got these Hellions here. He's going to be able to take that out. I love, love, love the sensor tower. That's going to be allowing him to see any type of drop play that's on the way, anything that's kind of harboring itself or patrolling on this down south left side. South left, that makes sense. We do see Marines and tanks coming across the map here from Brad OK. Brad OK currently sitting at 177 supply with just Marines and tanks against the 183 supply. Here come the Hellions. The Hellions are going to go right in, taking down the tank right away, taking down the next tank. The Marines are going to be doomed to die as well. Huge supply losses right there from Brad OK. He is reinvigorating his forces, however, with more in the background. 10 Marine production, as I stated before. Let's take a look at that main base from Brad OK. He's got 3 racks inside of his main. Looks like he's got a couple of factories out here for the tank production, 2 inside his natural for the barracks, and other than that, nothing else. I mean, he could probably... once he gets another expansion now, he can probably lay down a couple more of those barracks and actually do something. We do see these tanks here siege up in the northern area. Going to be working on this force that's coming in. Brad OK losing quite a bit there. Not playing super cost efficiently here. We do see another force coming in. These Hellions actually taking down tanks before they can siege. Taeja taking the +1 in this situation, as we do see Brad OK only left with a few tanks at the sensor tower. The scan does go down on the high ground. These tanks will get taken out. These Hellions are going to go right up against this. You ever seen Hellions take out tanks? Well, I have. Liquid Taeja has as well, it seems, as it looks like Liquid Taeja now heavily in the lead in this game. Currently sitting on 185 supply against the 117 supply out right now for Brad OK. Brad OK is continuing to set up these Marines out here, and it looks like he's going to be pushing these Marines and tanks out into the middle of the map, moving them out into the left-hand side to protect his newly built expansion area. If this expansion could go down properly, then it'll be very, very good for him, because he did just lose one. Now, Liquid Taeja is going to go ahead and push in. Will Brad OK be able to defend? Oh, those Marines get toasted and cooked like bacon as we see more Marines coming right to the Widowmaker. And it looks like Taeja is going to go ahead and send some Hellions out here into this expansion area. Try to take down some of these SCVs, not catching the line of SCVs, however, very unfortunate. More Marines and tanks pushing on the left-hand side of the map as we see Brad OK sieging them up. He throws down the GG. He knows Liquid Taeja's too far ahead. His superiority with the tank Hellion play was just too fat, and we're going to see Liquid Taeja taking game number 1 right here, right now. And bam, boom, bang, zoom. Boom, bang, zoom. Yeah, it was just Marines and tanks. There was really no tech labs out there on the barracks or anything like that. So Brad OK, you know, he might have been a little bit better if he would have gone for those Marauders. I mean, for some Marauders. I mean, Marauders do a lot against some tanks, and they actually can tank quite a bit of damage. But I'm gonna have to go ahead and put on some music right here, guys. I've got one of my alarms that wakes me up in the morning that's set a little bit later to make sure that I get up is going off right now. So I'm gonna have to be right back in about 30 seconds, guys. We're gonna play a quick commercial break. We'll be right back with some more StarCrack action. Stay tuned. Here's iNexus Stranded for those not seeing a commercial. Alright, I'm back. I'm back. No worries. No fear. I've turned the alarm off, guys. Turned it off. So, big loves out there to the esports community. We love you guys. We're glad to be back. I'm definitely glad to be back. And actually, it looks like it's not my phone going off there. Whatever. Interesting. Well, since that's not my worry anymore, we've got Daybreak going to be the next map. Game number 2 going down, folks. Let's get this going on, and let's rock and roll. Liquid Taeja against Brad OK, and it's gonna be that TVT that we were watching before, but it's gonna be a little bit different. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Much love out there to Mr. President, as well as to Timmy9702 Intake, as well as Raccoon12. We've got Irish Glee out there. We've got another one coming out to Protoss Trunk. Actually, I made this hat by hand. It's hand stitched, bro. We've also got another one coming out. Another shout out coming out to Benjamin MN, as well as we got another one here for Hulu 99 and Arto City. We love you guys. Goody 3714. I love you too, my friend. Spartate 300, back at you, brosive. We've got Reactor out there. The music's probably too loud. Let me turn that down a little bit. We've got another one coming out right now for Redefined. Yes, it is Shisha. And you're welcome for the beta key. I was giving out some beta keys. When I play Smite, guys, I give a beta key away after every game, by the way. We've got another shout out coming out to Fatox HD, as well as Gillyman. Gillyman. We've got Cinder 22 out there. Cinder 22. How's that for a shout out? We got Boss Toss 96. Hell yeah to you. We got Beer Rush, as well as Jake Levick. Jake Levick, always the man with a plan to help Duffs out, Stan. We've got Rihansu out there, my love, as well as we've got another one coming out here to Silver SC Gaming. Awesome. And we just wait for Brett. Okay, so I'm gonna sit back. I'm gonna enjoy this hookah a little bit. I got a little bit of a song for you guys right now. This goes out to all you Protoss players. Oh, you know who you are. You know this strat. You've done it before. Let's forget you.
I see you morphing your drone for an early hatch, and I'm like, forget you. And then I play a toss in a mirror match, and I'm like, forget you, and he forgets me too, but he don't scan my proxy and leaves without GG. Ha, ain't that a rich quit? Ain't that a rich quit? And now what Terran's up next, I'll do what I do best with a forget you. I just get losses.
Alright, boom!
To Colossus.
The next game coming down the line right here, right now, it's game number 2. That's right. Welcome to IMBAtv, guys, where everything is in balance, and holy crap, so is the game screen. It actually just kind of dropped me out there a little bit. Looks like BattleNet dropped everybody. Oh, thank you, BattleNet. We really do appreciate it when you drop us all from the game after we're already in the loading screen. Whatever. We'll get the next game coming down, guys. Give it a minute. It'll be on Brotoss. It'll be on Daybreak. You'll forget me every time you play me, huh? Oh, scary. Looks like the next lobby's up, guys. Let's get it going on. Here comes the countdown, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, that's loud. As we get the next game coming down the line. Boom, bang, zoom. Hey! Don't troll us, Battleman. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, pros and scrubs. Welcome to IMBAtv, where everything is in balance. We got the next game coming down the line right here, right now. It is a best-of-3 series between Liquid Taeja and Brad OK. We've got Liquid Taeja spawning down here in the bottom left-hand corner as the blue Terran. Up here in the top right-hand corner, we do see the red Terran, going to be Brad OK. So yes, it is another TVT. It is game number 2 of this delicious series. And I look forward to seeing what these guys are going to be able to lay down the line. And yet again, it's time for me to take a drink of my drink. So give me a second here while we watch these openers. Oh, yes. Wonderful, 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 wonderful. Now, taking a look at it, we've got Taeja sending out the first SCV. He's going to be going across the map here to be scouting out and seeing what's going on. Or, ladies and gentlemen, Taeja could be trying to do the second game cheesery. He is already up a game, and we saw what happened when he was up a game last time. He did go for the 2 racks opener and transition himself into a wall off, into possibly an expand if the game would have gone on a little bit longer. We are going to see that refinery coming down, so we know it's going to be something. It's going to be something crazy. And yeah, absolutely. I mean, look, you don't normally see this type of scouting pattern if they're just going to go scout, ladies and gentlemen. You're actually going to see this when they're going to go for cheese. So now that Brad OK has moved his SCV past this point, Taeja is okay to continue to produce this barracks here. And looks like this barracks is going to complete soon enough. Only 1 SCV went out on the way, though. So I don't know. We'll see if Taeja's going to go 2 racks into it. Right now, keeping it on the 1. We do see the first racks is done, down and out for Brad OK. Brad OK looks like he's going to go for the gasless expand here, people. He's got the first Marine on the way out. No gas. No refineries is what I mean there. Sending out that SCV here. He's going to lay down the command center actually in his base. I think that's a pretty smart move. He didn't see any racks at all from Taeja. Taeja also not laying down any type of orbital command as of yet, but there it goes now just as the SCV leaves the base. You guys see how he did that? He wanted to make sure that that SCV was leaving his base before he continued, and oh my god, dude, Taeja, the king of cheese. He's going to be making an extra Gouda for you guys. We got a factory coming out right here, right now from Taeja, as well as we do have the reactor core, so he's going to go right into Hellion, harassing early into this game. And oh, what has Brad OK got to offer? Nothing but Marines. He's got the first, he's got his bunker done, but these Hellions are going to be able to burn right past that bunker and actually do some nice damage into the middle line. The first SCV is continuing to scout out around here from Brad OK, but there is a full-on wall off right now from Taeja, so everything is going to be up in the open for Brad OK. He's got no idea what's coming up, coming down the line. Oh my god, now he does! Oh, that scout was so awesome. He actually went in there, he spotted the factory, he spotted the barracks, and now he knows that early aggression is definitely a positive thing coming from his opponent. Look at this. Even a starport coming down the line here from Taeja. Holy crap, man. Taeja's going all out on this 1-1-1 proxy play. Every production facility is outside of the main base of Taeja. So everything is pretty much open. He's going to be moving that Rax over. Now this Rax is going to be allowing him vision of the high ground, as well as it looks like he's going to be producing possibly some medevacs to bypass that bunker. Absolutely! The first medevac is underway. The supply block issue just now got fixed, and it looks like Taeja, Taeja, going to be dropping in with some Hellions here, man. He's going to be moving a couple of Hellions back here to fight this one SCV that's currently working on that supply depot. These Hellions will be able to make it back, but look at the scout. He's actually made all the Marines be pulled out of that bunker, and they're going to be following this barracks here to try to take it down. Brad OK, getting scouted out all the way 100%. We do have the engineering bay on the way right now, so he can actually start to lay down some turrets once that building is completed. The medevac is out, and oh boy, we got the drops. 4 Hellions in the base now, adding to 2 more, bringing to the total of 6. And I'm sure, oh, maybe 8. Are we going to bring these 2? Are you going to bring these 2? Absolutely you are. Why would you let any of us down, Taeja? He's going to go ahead and bring that out. 8 Hellions. Ladies and gentlemen, an 8 Hellion push at the 7-minute mark. These Marines roasted, toasted, cooked, and booked. We're going to see all these SCVs now trying to go out the line to fight these Hellions, but so many Hellions, it's going to be impossible for him to take them all out. We see this one medevac as well following these around, so Taeja will be able to lift these off if he does find any trouble. You can only fit 4 Hellions inside of a medvac, however, so he will try to make sure that happens. Now it looks like we do see the GG coming out. Brad OK throwing out the GG, forceful nature from Taeja, taking the win in game number 2. Holy crap, ladies and gentlemen, 7 minutes and 50 seconds into the game, and it is over. I can't even believe it. That was some great proxy play. Great proxy play. I mean, you don't just go in and do that without having a plan. No, obviously he was like, well, I'll go ahead and lay down my factory. I'll start producing a few Hellions. But you guys saw what happened. He sent the Marine, he sent the Hellions in. He saw the bunker. He saw the wall off that was formulating, and he decided, I better go ahead and get those medevacs. And he got the medevacs out there. He was able to drop down 8 Hellions, and since Brad OK did not have anything looking in the fog of war over there on the left-hand side of his base, he was destroyed. And it's sad to say, Freakly getting a shout-out right now for posting a tweet at IMBAtv. You guys go ahead and lay down those tweets at IMBAtv anytime you desire it, because we want to see what you have to say. Also, let me know how my casting is over at facebook.com/mcduffs or facebook.com/IMBAtv. That is our page as a whole. Here's some iNexus coming out to you. We await the next game. I'm going to go and talk to the admins and see what the next series is coming up. I believe it is going to be Mana against Abver, and that will be our last best of 3 of the day. Only 2 people qualify. It goes down 2 rounds. And it looks like, I don't know, looks like we're going to find out what's going on. Liquid Taeja is done for the day, so great play. Great play. So let's go and get this music on. It is Bass Cannon. We got 7 Van Bemmel. Burn, little SCV, burn. Nice. Yeah, that's right. I was a little bit wrong there, which is to be expected from me. So, this is not the last best of 3. There's one more best of 3 after this, guys. Hold on, Fantox, the song name you can actually see right underneath the chat on the right-hand side of your screen. So, take a look at it down there. And if you can't read it, it is iNexus Bass Cannon. It's the Bass Cannon remix by iNexus. You guys can look it up out there on Google, on YouTube, whatever you have to do. But anyways, the next series that's going to go down is going to be between the winner of this and Brad OK. So whoever wins from this match will face Brad OK, and whoever wins from that will qualify on into the actual big $7,500 event. That's right, $7,500 up for grabs. This is just a qualifier. This is just a preemptive strike. So make sure to get those ocular implants in. You're gonna need them because the radiation is gonna be glowing here, even though there is no Terran out there using no nuclear energy. But I'm looking forward to seeing how this PvZ is gonna be laid out. Let's go ahead and check it out and see how it's gonna go down. I'm gonna turn the music back up, guys. I'm gonna enjoy my hookah a little bit more because it is around the end of the bowl. And you know what, man? I want to have a few more hits from it. I'm getting questions out there, so I'm going to go ahead and answer some of these. Actually, I'm going to get a drink first, then I'll answer your questions. Here's the Bass Cannon again. More caffeine, huh? Yes, more caffeine. So, Let me go and answer a few questions out there from the chat. You guys go and relay your questions to me. Just type at MCDuffs and ask me questions. I'll answer them because we love you and I love the community and I want to answer all your guys' questions about IMBAtv, about anything in general. So let's go ahead and start this off. We've got at MCDuffs. Who do I think will win? Abver was kind of playing a little raw earlier with that kind of Zergling all-in-ish type of tactic. So I'm not sure how I feel about his play style today. Maybe he's got a chance, but I don't know. I kind of feel like Mana is a little bit of a stronger competitor in this matchup. So, not being biased, of course, because that is the enemy of all casters. I'm gonna have to go ahead and say that we're gonna see Mana possibly take the win here. Maybe 2-1. But that's just what I gotta say. So let me know what you guys think out there. Who do you guys think is gonna win? You ever think I'll be good enough to cast for IMBAtv? Jake Levick, yes, I do think you will. As long as you keep pushing at it and keep working and grinding at that grindstone of the casting. I definitely do think you've got a chance, man. In the near future, maybe. Just gotta submit your videos, your best casts and stuff to IMBAtv at MCDuffs at IMBAtv. And I'll take a look at them, and if I think you're there yet, then we'll get you in there. But let's go ahead and see what more of these questions are. Where can I buy your hat and the goggles? Well, the goggles you can buy at any crazy, I don't know, third-party store. I don't know what they're called, man. They got hookahs and stuff like that, and sometimes they've got like goggles and hats and all types of crazy things. But yeah, I got my goggles there. They're at one of those stores actually called the Melting Pot, 30 miles north of where I live. Now, the hat, you can't buy anywhere. I made it myself. It's a hand-stitched hat. So, it's custom made for my brain, for my dome. And since I made it myself, you can't buy it anywhere. It's a one of a kind. One of a kind. We've also got, is it great to have the beard back? Yes, it's wonderful. Oh, my chin is friendly again. Now I don't have people staring at me going, are you 12, bro? Are you 12? Give me your ID. You're not drinking here. Oh, man, what the hell? What's my favorite HOTS unit at the moment? My favorite HOTS unit. The Flying Defiler, I'd have to say. It can lay down swarm clouds as well as it can pull in Colossus, pull in units. And that thing is going to be mean. I don't know, I'm a Zerg player, so I think all the Zerg units look really awesome, and I can't wait to use them! I can't wait to play HOTS, dude, I really can't. And hello, the Way of the Bananas! Welcome to the Imba chat. Let's go ahead and see what's the next one. Who is your favorite player in this tournament? I have to say my favorite player right now is looking like Liquid Taeja because he's very mean, but yet again Kaz is pretty mean as well. In today's tournament, I'd have to say the one I was rooting for when I started this whole thing was Brad OK. I love Brad OK. He's always been a really cool guy, and I think he deserves to win a lot. His playstyle is really cool as well. Mao's Mana comes in second in that situation. Let's go ahead and see what else. Do you use any special shampoo to treat your epic beard? No, just regular shampoo. Mana's joined the lobby, guys, so the questions will come to a stop here soon enough. But I think we've got one more. Let's see. No more questions. So there it is. And you're welcome, Irish Glee. iNexus is quite awesome. Let's go ahead and get in this next game right here, right now. And will I run for president when I turn 35? Absolutely I will. We've got Rock's Kiss Abver against Mao's Mana. And it's going to be going down without a doubt, ladies and gentlemen. So let's prepare ourselves for this next game. Rock's Kiss Abver. Easy. Let's see what Abver can do. What do you guys think out there in the chat? Who do you guys think is going to win this? Is Mana going to have the chance to take this from Abver, or what? What is your situation? What are you guys thinking? Let me know. All right, let's see. At MCDuffs, can you give me some sort of beard because my chin needs it? No, all I got to suggest is live in the dark, stay inside, don't go out in the sun, and your beard will grow. We've got another countdown coming down right here, right now, so it's game number 1 coming down the line. Boom! Love it. ladies and gentlemen, we've got that free 1080p out there for you. I'm going to leave this to MC Duffs here. All right, thanks, man. I don't even know who you are, but you introed me. Let's get this going on into the next game right here, right now. Boom! We load into it. We're here. We're rocking and rolling. We're on IMBAtv. We're all kicking it, right? It's a good Friday. Everybody's having a good time, having a lot of fun out there. Hopefully have a good weekend planned, because you know what, man? These guys are going to be playing all weekend long. We've got Rock's Kiss Abver. He's going to be spawning down here in the bottom right-hand corner as that purple Zergy Zerd. When we take a look at the top left-hand corner, it is going to be the one, the only, Mouse Mana. He's going to be spawning in as the red Protoss. So, PVZ, man. We've seen a little bit of it all today. We've seen the TVP, we've seen the TVZ, as well as now the PVZ. I wonder what's going to actually come from these guys, where they're going to originate to, and what type of styling they're going to start this game off with. We are seeing Abver start off with that little bit of a drone trick to get that extra drone out while he's producing his Overlord, not to waste any time, because he did end up producing up to 10 drones, or up to the 10 supply of drones. And to do that trick, you just lay down the extractor, then cancel it right after you get down another 1 drone. You could even lay down double the extractors, get out 2 drones, and save yourself even more time if you've got the economic standpoint to do so. But you know what, man? That's just early game opener, so let's go ahead and continue in. We see the first probe has made it into the base of Abver. He's going to be checking it out, and actually, I love this trick. Moving that probe and right-clicking the minerals while there's drones mining on it will actually cause them to leave the mineral patch alone. Watch this. He's going to go around the back here. He's going to start to poke and prod at it, and look, the drone moves off to the left-hand side instead of actually going there, denying a little bit of time for that drone. As long as you can bring a little bit of an inefficient economy to your enemy, you're doing your job, man. You know, 100% efficient economy is awesome. A 98% one, not as awesome as 100%. So that's exactly the thought process when going behind and doing this. He's also going to be poking at these drones, and it looks like that probe is going to be moving out of this base to check out the natural expansion. He will see the expand has gone down first off and foremost from Abver. Abver is also laying down his spawning pole right preceding that. Now, Mana has got his gateway up. Looks like his cyber core is on the way in the back of his base. Not going to be building the tech out on the ramp, and that is something that I really like to see. Putting your tech out there on the ramp can cause you problems in the mid game. Let's say that cyber core gets taken out. Let's say there's a push of Zerglings that comes in and takes down just the cyber core. That's going to block a whole hell of a lot of time for Mana to be able to actually get out those sentries and the stalkers and the necessity the necessity units that he needs to get out. I know I didn't say that the right way, but that's the way it came out. We do see the warp gate tech on the way down right now from Mana, just as the cyber core finishes, and he's got a pretty nice timing with him. And looking at his situation, it looks like it's just going to be the sentry, or the stalker into sentry expand play. He does have the probe out here. He does have the 400 minerals now in the bank, so he can actually lay down that nexus and get it rocking and rolling. Now, looks like we do have the scouting probe actually pulling back to the base, but dude, man, bro, Abver, he loves this style, man. He loves to get those Zerglings out early and just try to cause any type of chaos he can in his opponent's base. We see quite a few Zerglings out right now. They will be scouted by that probe, but will there be enough from Mana to be able to fight this off? It doesn't look like he feels like there will be. He's going to pull back to his base. He's going to lay down another gateway here. We do not see any sentries. Why? Mana did not go for any sentries with this expand. It's just a stalker expand, guys. We do see these Zerglings now working on the Nexus, and it looks like that Nexus is going to take a little bit of damage here. With these Stalkers now coming down the ramp, they will do some damage, but one of them gets surrounded, and you know, we got to quiet down for these Stalkers to concentrate correctly, as it looks like one of the Stalkers is going to take some major damage here. Being brought down to the 16 HP, will get fully destroyed, and more Zerglings coming across the map. Cancellation of that natural expansion. The pylon has gone down here, so no power for the gateway. Only one gateway to produce from. We do have the warp gate tech done. More gateways were placed down, but it's not a full wall off, ladies and gentlemen. Abver with his early opener, allowing him to do some extraordinary damage and bring himself into the lead, man. Look at this. More Zerglings are coming out. Metabolic speed boost is just about done, so these Zerglings are going to reinforce faster and faster and faster. Probes now off the line, and it looks like we're going to see Abver here continuing to do some damage. He's going to go with some Zerglings around the right-hand side into the middle line. He should do that whole trick where you hold position, take down the probes so they don't actually fight the Zealots. Instead, they take down the probe count. If he can destroy this last pylon, that's the last hope to warp in any extra units, and he's only got to work on these Zealots. Oh my god! There's even another hole there, man. I knows that he throws down the GG. Abver takes the win. 1-0 so far. 3 best of 3 is the game series, and dude, man, Abver, he's the bro guy here. Taking the win. Really, really aggressive opener, and that's Abver's playstyle. He loves to go to that 2 base, and he loves to aggress, and see what type of pressure he can put on, and what he can get away with. And if you let him get away with enough, he will continue to get away with it. And man, not able to really, deal with it as well as he should have been able to. As I let one of the cats outside, and one of the cats comes inside. But yeah, so Mana, he needs to turn this around now. His play was kind of rough around the edges, so to say. Let's see what happens. I mean, Empire Eraser, that may be true. He may be kind of a one-trick pony, as you stated, but I'm not exactly sure if that's the best way. I mean, he does almost always go for that early aggression, and then possibly he moves into roaches, and then he does some type of 2-base roach push and stuff. But anything is up for grabs. I mean, he may not do the same thing this next round, and I doubt that he will. I mean, he shouldn't do the same thing in game number 2 than he did in game number 1, because Mana should be expecting that. I'm going to go ahead and play a quick commercial break, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back with some more action for you. Alright, I'm going to have you guys vote on what shisha flavor I load now, alright? We've got the awesome Social Smoke Raspberry, as well as we've got the very, very cool Blueberry out here from Starbuzz, and then we've got Sour Apple coming out from Starbuzz as well. What flavor should I load, or should I load a combination of them? Let me know out there in the chat what you think. And hello, Palindale. Hope you're doing well. As well as I hope all you guys are enjoying the cast today. I am solo acting. Nobody was here today. They were all pretty busy, so I gave them the day off, and I was like, go take care of what you need to take care of. I'll solo cast today. We will be live tomorrow, as well as Sunday. We got Go for SC2 Cup on Sunday, Alien Invasion Cup tomorrow. So we've got a whole weekend of fun this week. And if you guys feel like you're a good caster and you want to cast on IMBAtv, send your emails over to mcduffs@imbalance.tv, and I'll take a look at those applications, and we'll get you an interview, and we'll see if you make the match of what we're looking for. Oh, Walken, blaming me for your dubstep addiction. Yeah, that's the way it goes. Here we go. The countdown has begun, ladies and gentlemen. Let's do this. Next game coming down the line to your face bones. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, pros and scrubs, welcome to IMBAtv, where I say the same intro, but with a different context. It's time to get into the next game right now with Abver sitting on 1 point against his Protoss nemesis, a.k.a. Mana. He's going to be spawning in at the bottom right-hand corner of Ohana as the blue Protoss. We take a look here at the top left-hand corner. It is Rock's Kiss Abver, Mana's nemesis, sitting at 1 point, coming in as the purple Zerg. So, with this 1080p free quality that we provide to you, yeah, that's right. We don't even you could subscribe. It's cool. I mean, it supports IMBAtv. It supports the tournaments that we got coming up. But we don't actually force that upon you. You can watch 1080p here at IMBAtv anytime without having to be forced upon subscription. Now, the first probe is on the way out right now to do a little bit of scouting, and it looks like a Forge Fast Expand was the plan here for Mana. We'll see if he's actually going to commit to this, or if he's going to lay down that forge and try to do a little bit of trickery here. We have seen trickery on this map before. We've seen natural expansion cannoning, as well as warpins, as well as forward proxy gateways. Now, Mana not one to actually put himself on the line like that all the time. He's actually going to move this probe over, harass the hell out of this natural, try to block it off as much as he can. And one really cool feature that they added into StarCraft 2 is the patrols. If you patrol and actually you connect the dots, so to say, from end point to beginning point, it will actually control it so it actually moves you in a circle. Very, very cool stuff. We just wanted to talk about that while we continue on watching this probe harass the hell out of this drone. You know, it looks like Abver did want to expand, but he's going to lay down the pool first regardless. He laid down the pool first anyway. Now, this could lead him into some early aggression.